beautiful.
Look at that classic Game Boy Advance main safety warning menu, which then just told you to go to your website.
It just took you to a website.
Just take your website.
And it wasn't on every Game Boy Advance game. It's weird.
Yeah.
So this is Final Fantasy V. This was the second one on the Super Nintendo. Second one after they started putting in proper storytelling. So it's got a lot more story in it than 4 does. And it's the favorite of our friend... Ooh, I hit a button, didn't I? It's the favorite of our friend, Jake. This is his favorite one. For a lot of reasons. We'll get into that in a second. But this
which is good, story-wise?
It's good story-wise and gameplay-wise. This is the one that has the best variant of the job system until Tactics, and even then. This is still considered the best variant of the job system.
The one that's based off the weapon you have? Or
no, it's exactly like Final Fantasy 1 and 3's. So 1 had the job system where you picked your character's jobs at the beginning, and then that's all you had, and you can upgrade it later. Final Fantasy 3 had the job system incorporated as you learn. And then this one has a very similar one as Final Fantasy 3, but it's a lot more refined and way better.
Okay. We'll see what it is, I guess.
Image design. So this, I believe, was the original SNES opening.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks kind of weird.
Yeah. Well, they did what they could. I mean, I imagine the idea of having the black screen and then something going on background was quite the effect already happening. Maybe not revolutionary, but quite the effect. I assume it's just a layer, but even then, I feel a layer might be too much for the old games.
I think so. There you go. Final Fantasy V.
Oh, I'd say Mode 7, but I don't think that's what Mode 7 was, right? I don't remember.
There is Mode 7 in here.
Yeah. I noticed that special chip allowed them to do more special stuff with it, but I don't know exactly what it did.
It gave the SNES a little extra processing power to let them use slight... I don't want to call them 3D effects, but slight, pixel manipulation effects they couldn't otherwise do without that extra processing power.
Yeah.
Have fun with it. Like, they were literally...
stretch, shrink, and stuff like that.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, they were literally thinking about making a whole new console until some hardware developer in their studio was like, hey guys, I've been working on this thing. Test this out. They stuck it in the SNES and was like, the fuck did you just do? This is magic. Fuck.
It's true. He's a wizard.
Father. Do you really have to go? You know yes. I do, dear. I need you to protect the castle. Under no circumstances are you to follow me. Do you understand? But Father... Something is wrong with the wind. I must go to the wind shrine to make certain nothing has happened to the crystal.
Okay, so same idea of the crystals affecting elements and stuff.
Same idea. The crystals govern pretty much the entire world. In form of nature. There's 4 crystals: fire, water, earth, and air. Or wind.
What a world just asking for problems to occur all the time.
Yeah, if the crystal goes out, so does the element it controls.
If I can just... I hope this crystal that we know very little about just doesn't stop one day, then our entire world just dies.
Because in this case, I think if the wind crystal goes bad, the wind just ceases to blow. Just completely. I think if the earth crystal goes out, the land starts to die, and it no longer has the ability to nurture anything.
Oh, then we're fucking dead.
I think if the fire crystal goes out, I think the lava and volcanoes and stuff start acting up and are completely restless. And then if the water crystal goes out, all the sea life starts to die because the water pollutes itself.
Oh, okay.
The wind just stopped.
I feel like the earth one might be the worst one, unless you can eat fish for life.
I mean, you could probably eat fish for life, but all that fish is going to go bad fast.
Eventually, yeah.
I've got to hurry.
Because then the fish die out because they can't eat whatever, see the basic greenery they need there.
Because this was pre-machinery, so they have no real way to They have no real way to preserve food other than salting the shit out of it.
Well, I mean, the preserves only last for so long, and I see
Yeah.
the moment.
No, yeah.
The moment that Cresta goes there, oh shit, what food do we have? That much ain't gonna last. I think the Earth one goes out. You're dead. The wind
in blazes?
maybe.
Kinda. I mean, it keeps pollination from happening, so stuff won't grow as well.
Yeah, but
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
the crystal just
so long
shatters.
as oh no, that's the same.
It's
that's
just
real
breaking.
bad.
It's just
Oh
gone.
shit. I hope they don't blame me for this. But I feel like if the wind one goes, I don't know if that just stops from like things flapping the wings and flying away that way.
And then
They just the wind. There's no wind, so you can't glide on the wind, or you can't
glide on it. You
rely
can't
on
use
it.
your boats.
Weather would suck eventually.
Weather
but you
would fucking
could potentially mitigate that. You could make a small farm near the sea, and maybe live. Maybe.
And then this is our main character.
Might have to get
Bart.
some bees or something to pollinate instead of the wind and stuff like that. But
Even then, though.
probably not a great life.
So that's mode. That's that mode 7 goodness.
There it is.
It doesn't look as good on the GBA than it did on the SNES. Unfortunately, they have to lower some of the pixel counts.
It appears God is dropping a huge dunk on us.
This is our main character. He goes by the name of Bart, but that's the English translation of the romanization that was Butz, B-U-T-Z.
Ah.
We don't have a name just yet, but we'll save just because I have a problem.
Okay.
Shit. I'm trying to do something.
Incurable, really.
We have job and ability. So this was the first time you could change your job on the fly, and I believe you have more control of your abilities. Because Final Fantasy 3 still kind of had that.
Your level to 1, or you maintain your level? Is that independent?
I don't
Is
remember.
it like your level, and then your job level is separate?
I think it's level and job level.
Okay.
Tycoon Meteorite.
Oh, wow. Just straight up a name, huh?
Boca, wait here, okay? So Chocobos are introduced, I think, in Final Fantasy 2?
Not the profile avatar I was expecting to see with that sprite.
Oh, yeah, no. If you look at a lot of the old art that was depicted for this, they're like old caricatures and something you'd find in a fantasy novel, not the like anime stuff we're used to seeing nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Like Final Fantasy 7 kind of was the one that started that. The more pop idol, handsome boy, beautiful woman kind of style. But
away from the fantasy artistry style.
Yeah, this is like Victorian-esque fantasy.
Yeah. Long necks, very, very white colorations.
Very mannish looking.
Elegant dressed stuff everywhere.
Yes,
and
I
long.
so.
Not really.
Give you my thanks.
Well, actually, just long clothing in general, but flowy as well.
Yeah, flowy. It'll make. I'll have to like find some old art for you to see because it's very different from what they started using after 7.
And generally just very Langley kind of people. As well, tall, kind of long-armed, long-limbed.
Barts.
Butts. Oh, butts. Well,
Call me Barts. Me and my Chocobo just go wherever the trail leads us. Bart.
Bites.
But
What a name.
this rock suddenly fell from the sky. The impact must have knocked me out. Guess it's a meteorite. A meteorite?
How did you
I wonder
how did
if
you
it
survive?
Has a connection to the wind is stopping. Again, I give you my thanks. I wish I could do something more to show my appreciation, but I really must go. Something more, you say? Whoa, hold on a sec.
Oh my. By more.
Did you hear something? Huh? Oh. Help me. Over there. Do. Hey, look, it's the old man who just happened to take that weird teleporter that was in the ground. You alright? Where am I? Oh, my aching head. Huh? Sakes alive, what happened? I don't remember. I can't remember anything. Looks like you hit your head pretty hard. Maybe you got amnesia. Because there's always a character with amnesia.
Quick. Immediately get the Amisa character, huh?
Immediately. There's a reason for that. I won't say in the video because it's spoilers, but there's a reason for that.
Easy email.
Something came back to me. My name is Galuf. That's a start. Anything else?
Yeah.
Nope, that's just the name. Other than that, my memory's a blank slate.
Well,
gotta go.
We move
I'm
on
on my way.
Yeah.
I gotta go. I'm sorry, but you
Bye.
excuse me. I have no time to waste. Where are you going? I must go to the Wind Shrine. The Wind Shrine. Now that you mention it, I'm pretty sure that's where I was headed. It's decided. I'm going with you. But
no buts.
I could never let such a sweet girl go all by her lonesome. Plus, I know I gotta get to that shrine. I feel it in my bones. You gotta take me with.
No, you're not too old for me.
Just a little bit though. Bart, what about you? Sorry, I'm gonna bow out on this one. Good luck though.
Yeah.
Our main character refuses the call to action.
Nice. What you gonna do?
It's not a new thing, but this was one of the first times they used it in, I think, the Final Fantasy world. Bart, thank you again. Farewell, Godspeed, and all that whatnot.
Bye. Well, Chocobo, my lover, it's time to go do some things again. Go find food, I guess.
Time to go live our life as degenerates. I think... Oh, can I go back this way? Yeah.
Local news. Great evil has descended upon us. Oh! Didn't see that coming.
This is also the game where the wonderful, wonderful Gilgamesh made his first appearance.
Ah, the traveling warrior.
Our traveling idiot, yeah.
Yeah. Good thing Keter.
Head up here, yeah. Whoa. So this one did a lot of things new as well, where you'll walk into certain areas on the overworld, and they won't tell you their areas, but it'll give you a section like this.
Okay.
Ow, Boko, bad Chocobo, what are you doing? Stopping like that. Now, don't you give me that look. That's our Chocobo. Isn't he adorable?
What?
What?
Yeah.
I know, it's just a girl and an old man, and with all the goblins around. Fine, I got it. There's another earthquake. Yeah. Boko, come on.
You and me, Boko, we're on the same page.
Okay,
all the time. You know exactly what they're thinking.
Hi, goblins.
Kill the girl.
Kill the girl and mate the old man. I mean, that's not the direction I'll go with, but I guess you're right.
Yeah, but man, have you ever steered me wrong, Boko? No, I don't think so. Let's go.
Bart's gained a level. Oh.
What's that? Command the goblin army for my own evil deeds. Well, it's not my first thought, but...
Speaking of commanding the goblin army, I showed the missus the first 2 episodes of Reincarnated as a Slime. She thinks it's cute, and she met the goblin people, and that was the first time I was like, okay, so...
Yeah.
This show has a problem that I have with it, and you will see it later.
Yeah. Think of any monster thing that you wanted, just to throw it in there. Any monster race.
Any monster race.
Now
really.
give it boobs.
All of them.
Just give them all of them.
Just massive titties.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a single character in that show that has anything smaller than a B cup, dude.
Probably. Let's throw the lottie characters, probably.
Oh yeah, there are a couple that are probably A cups, but then they give them massive asses and like no clothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It seems I cannot escape being in your debt. Hey, don't worry about it. We just go where the wind flows and wherever Boko tells me to go.
What a word to use in this time of crisis.
The shockwave from the meteorite's impact caused landslides. The road's covered in rubble. I don't think you're gonna be able to make it to Tool that way. But if I can't get to the Wind Shrine, then yeah, old man's over there dying a little bit. It's fine. Wind Shrine, gotta hurry. Old man's pretty dead set on getting there too. It's decided. I will join you. Alright, I'll go with you and personally see it that you get there safely. Oh, really? Yeah, you know, it was my dad's dying wish that I go out and travel the world. Plus, this time it feels like the wind is calling me.
Man, really have a thing for that wind, huh?
Really got a thing for that wind.
Oh, man, love it.
What a sweet talker, as if you don't have the hots for this little missy.
I mean, did say no the first time.
What? You're awake? Don't sound so surprised. This old dog is always ready for anything, he says as he drops his pants.
Old dog's ready for anything. Oh man, I really think I hurt myself when I landed there. Could you care to check?
Could you kinda give me a little massage?
Think I bruised something down there.
Still, if the road is blocked, that makes things slight more difficult.
It's true.
It's true.
It's not like we can climb over anything at all. These rocks certainly don't look platformers. No.
There must be a way to reach the wind shrine. Right.
There's much two ways.
All right.
It's much too hard to get up.
So we're all gonna mount this one chocobo in your typical party fashion.
Nice. Yo, I think we just get on each other's shoulders.
Yeah. That's how you always ride mounts.
That's true. It makes sense. It's the most economical.
Into the cave. Oh, I should probably save real quick. I know I don't need to, but anything can happen. It's better to have a...
Oh, you can only save in the overworld?
Yeah. You can only save in the overworld in certain areas. The game, the GBA games came... Oh, maybe I can't save anywhere. No, I can't. But they gave you quick saves, which is supposed to help you with that.
Oh, okay. Then you just come back later?
Yeah.
Yeah. Quick saves are nice.
So I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this game in the Pixel Remastered. The Pixel Remastered 1, 2, and 3. It looks like they took a lot of pixels out. Looks a lot flatter. Problem open during one of those plays. I mean, it's hard to compare it to the GBA one because they did a very similar thing. They had to compress a lot, but the SNES versions look the best.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Maybe we'll visit it at some point. I do want to buy a couple of the Pixel Remastered just so we can have a look-see at some of them. Like, I showed you the DS version of Final Fantasy III. Technically, it was the PSP version, but I didn't show you what the original Pixel version looked like.
Nah,
so I I don't know if I want to do like an actual NES ROM, because I know I'm not going to find a fucking proper version of that, or if I want to do the Pixel Remastered since that's available. What's that? Spring. Oh. So we don't have anything, just attack.
Just whack them.
Just whack them. But there's nothing here, just like in Final Fantasy IV, there's nothing here that could really give us any issues.
Yeah. You'd probably attack first, then kill him first. You would have to choose to die here.
You'd have to choose to die here.
That was a quick, another random encounter immediately after the other one, though.
Yeah, these 4, 5, and 6 are a little bit weird with their random encounters. Sometimes they're really high and sometimes they're not.
You warrior class. He seems to be something similar, and he's a monk?
I think we're all freelancers. We just happen to have different weapons equipped. I don't think he has a weapon equipped, actually.
So he just punches?
Yeah. Lana gained a level. Golf gained a level. Let's see. Yeah, right now we're all freelancers, which means we can use anything to an extent. But I, for some reason, start with a broadsword.
And she starts with, I think, a broadsword
He's
too, or something similar.
She has a knife.
A knife, okay.
And then this is your grinding spot.
Yeah.
This is a recovery spring. HP and MP restored, all status ailments removed, and KO'd allies revived.
There you go.
So this is how you grind really early in the game. You don't really need to do anything, but I think recommended for most of these is to hit level 5 before you really embark on much.
Probably doesn't take long still, but
it doesn't take long, but yeah. It's a lot easier in the newer versions of the games than in the older ones. Because 1 and 2, it's go outside, fight, go to in, heal. Go outside, fight, go to heal. But right in here, unless I need to go save, I just walk back in and I can start fighting again.
You probably don't even need to do that every other fight too, but just you can wait like every 5-7 fights or something.
Yeah, you can really push it, and then it revives your KO enemies too.
It's probably more like if you fight like 7 crabs in a row, or some crabs in some water.
Yeah.
Then you have to heal up.
And these crabs are the stronger ones, so.
Yeah. He does nothing without a weapon.
Yeah. They have high defense, that's why they live so long.
Mm-hmm.
Bartz is our strongest character at the start of this game. Mostly because he has that broadsword.
Mm. You did it.
You did it. And I don't think there's anything in here that gets stronger than what's at the beginning. So there's no real reason. Yeah, so there's no real reason to leave.
A strooper or stropper.
A stropper, maybe? Or maybe a stroper? They don't hit for very much.
No.
I can't remember if there's a boss fight at the actual crystal or not, because we're really close to it.
Yeah.
Hey, look, pirates. So we're hiding against the wall. This is when they started getting more creative with the sprites.
I would say it's not very clear you're hiding, though.
It's not. Aha! So that's how you get in. There's a lot of random encounters. If need be, I'll speed some of these up.
It does feel like it's a lot more than you need to do.
Yeah.
Especially for an area that's just nothing, but it gets just to level you up. But it's fuck.
Me
game
personally,
balance to get is hard, but there's a lot of things in older aspects of old games that just felt if the player's doing something, it must be good or it must be engaging or something like that.
Yeah,
they really didn't like null space. I think in these kind of games where nothing is occurring and he's walking from point A to point B.
I know in a lot of newer games they've made ways to mitigate random encounters, either showing you the enemy so you can avoid them, or my favorite
just making
iteration balanced out, or my favorite iteration is how they do it with Bravely Default, where there's a literal slider where you can turn on how often the random encounters happen, either every step or not at all.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be a hole we're looking out, not an actual doorway.
Oh, okay.
That ship just now, how was it sailing with the wind so weak?
I don't know, oars maybe?
Or can we actually go outside? Never mind, I'm wrong. We can go outside.
Well, not much of an outside though.
It's so you can save.
It's a save point. Yeah. Man, without any wind, you can't even sail the sea. You guys really need some technology going on.
That's actually what this whole this little side bit is. We're gonna get our fourth and final party member. Final being subjective.
So it's technology.
And yeah, we get to learn about a weird technology. Preemptive strike.
This is called the Auto Blower 3000. By Zooks. They say by Zooks back then.
I'm sure someone did.
What's the dumb? Someone, right? Egads.
Egads, gags.
Zoinks.
Zoinks.
Yeah.
I wonder who the first person was that said fuck.
Honestly, it's probably much earlier.
Oh,
but
I'm
not
sure.
Fuck per se. I know there's the very early rendition of people saying like ass and kiss my ass and stuff like that. Perhaps on the normal language, but yeah, stuff like that. I can only assume fuck was something that was not new or anything like that. Yeah, the same aspect of someone. Fuck. What's the what the heck was that?
This is a pirate hideout, meaning that the ship we saw must have been a pirate ship. I wonder if they would give us a ride. So she's a princess. She's a sheltered princess. She doesn't understand how the world works.
What a pirate is.
I think the only ride they'd be interested in would be a keel haul for all three of us. I mean, there's a second kind of ride that she might see. We'll probably get tossed overboard.
Yeah, maybe him too.
Yeah, you can't ask a favor from a pirate. That's why we'll just sneak on and steal their ship.
If I remember correctly, my pirate understanding, it's a long time at sea, and they were predominantly male. There was a lot of stuff that happened on ships.
Just like prison, there's some urges that need to get filled out, and it's gonna happen one way or the other.
Also, why the mermaid legend came to be, and it was more or less just a seal, I think, in the end.
Manatees, I think they were.
Manatee. There you go. Yeah.
That opened something.
But strange stuff happens on the boats.
Those are just pirates.
Pirates sleeping off. Just walk up to him, do nothing.
I legit don't know what that opened. I'm not gonna worry about it.
Okay. Oh, just straight to the boat. That was a
straight
long
to
pier.
the boat. So we're gonna be stowaways.
Okay. I assume you can command a boat this size. Is the idea?
Actually, I think I need to go to the steering wheel.
Oh, you can steal it?
Like, actually try to steal it. That steering wheel up there, yeah. Yo ho ho and stuff. Time to cast off.
Can you cast off with a crew of 3?
Well, cast off means start sailing, kid. I know that, but we won't even budge. How do you work this thing? Try working anything and there'll be the devil to pay. This is my favorite character from this game. Ferris. Trying to steal my ship. Are you? You're a lot of brass.
They a player character?
Yes, they are our fourth party member. You're just lacking in brains. I'd wager it's the latter. Wait, I'm Princess Lena of Tycoon. Please accept my apologies for attempting to commandeer your ship. What? Princess of Tycoon? Sir, this is a formal request from the Kingdom of Tycoon. Please allow us to use your vessel. I must get to the Wind Shrine. My father is in danger. Ha 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 ha. Oh ho, the Princess of Tycoon here on my ship. I'm sure you could fetch a good price for this one. Hey, leave her alone, you degenerate, lecherous, piratey pirate. There was some localizations going on here.
I assume it's what they did. They did the best.
I'm
also really confused why the pink hair is there. And then white hair.
So, what they had done was... if I remember correctly, I believe they made the sprites for 5 and 6 first, and then they did the art after. And because the art was done after the main character artist, he had his own little, like, quirks
They
with
gave
it
it to them to do instead, and
yeah.
didn't have it. They couldn't look at anything else previously, I guess, but they had already made. Weird. Feels like something they should have done.
Tossed a lot of them in the brig. Aye, aye, Captain.
Are we gonna fight?
No, we're just going to jail.
It's gonna take it, huh? Okay. Well, the brig is not bad. At least you're on a boat.
At least we're on a boat.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fine. This is a fine how do you do. What genius came up with the idea of steal a pirate ship anyway? Look in the mirror, Pops. Oh, my aching head. I can't remember a thing. So that's a reoccurring thing. Whenever he's at fault of something or he's trying to deflect blame, he pretends he can't remember anything. And your amnesia oh so conveniently returns. Still, I can't believe you're really the Princess of Tycoon, Lena. I'm sorry. I think it's Lena? I'm not sure. I didn't intend to keep it a secret. It's not that big a deal. But if you're the princess, why are you going to the Wind Shrine all alone? My father is there. He hadn't been gone long when the wind slowed to almost nothing. I just can't shake the feeling that something terrible is happening. I slipped out alone to head to the shrine, but then that meteorite fell, and you know the rest. So,
So that could in what, like a few days' time?
A few days, yeah.
Alright, we just stood there the entire time, huh? Alright.
So Final Fantasy IV was a lot more serious in tone, all things considered. So with this one, they tried to be a little more lighthearted while also keeping the stakes high.
Okay.
Why does the Princess of Tycoon have the same pendant as I do? She said her father's at the Wind Shrine.
I feel like as a pirate, they could just, they could ask.
Could just ask. I mean, it's not like she's gonna lie. Prepare to cast off, lads. Set a course for the Wind Shrine.
Yeah, they really had nothing to do, huh?
They really don't have anything to do. But Captain, what about the landlubbers? Untie them. What?
It was like a lot of work to tie us up,
today. Huh. But why? I reconsidered your request. You can go back into the brig if you'd rather. Pull anchor. We sail for the Wind Shrine. Hey, something wrong with your ears? I hope I don't have to repeat myself. Well, aye, Captain.
Why are they so hesitant for that? Is it like in a certain location? Is it guarded?
Because they're questioning her actions. Normally, with the idea of having the literal princess on board, they would sell her to the highest bidder and then, live like kings.
Yeah.
But now she's going to the Wind Shrine, which is probably a death trap, and they're like, are you thinking straight? But the wind has stopped. How can the ship move? Full of curiosity, aren't you, lass? Yes. Sildra, come and say hello.
It's being pulled by things.
It's being pulled by a giant dragon.
No.
Or a sea creature, whatever you want to call it. Beautiful, isn't she? Sildra and I were raised together. We're close. As siblings.
I don't know how that works.
So she obtained...
Aren't dragons supposed to be like hundreds of years old?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, we're off. I don't remember if it actually lets me control the ship, but I think it, does it let me control the ship, or will it take me there on its own? I'm in control, okay. And then back to more cutscenes. Yeah, there's a lot of cutscenes in this one.
Kind of pointless to even have that one at all.
Oh, okay, this one just lets me, okay, yeah, sure.
I'll just skip ahead.
I can either do it myself and get the feel of the ship, or just have them do it themselves.
Which would just get you there.
Yeah, just to get us there. We can explore a little bit. There's some ports we can get off and go to a couple towns, I think. But for the sake of the video, we're just gonna get there.
Also, probably better to do that in terms of gameplay, because it's usually it's probably better to know where you should go.
Where things are, yeah.
Like high-level stuff, and you want to fight them.
Because especially with this point in the game, we're gonna actually lose access to the ship, and we'll have to get it back later.
Wow.
Stray cats. These are some fucking massive cats.
Still die though.
Still die.
Pretty quickly in one shot, right? Yeah. They might just be stray cats then. They just came upon some cats. Villains.
Monsters. Get them. And they were just eating a local bug or something.
Stay back, foul beast. You don't belong here.
Die, monster. You don't belong in this world. Oh, this was the first time they started that thing where...
like pruning itself.
Princess Lena! What happened? What's the matter? The wind suddenly stopped and now there are monsters in the shrine. So I think there is a boss. What about Father? The king went up to the top floor. He has yet to return. Something must have happened to him.
We didn't bother checking though.
The crystal's up to the top floor, right? Won't hurt to go up and take a look. We didn't bother to check. Ferris, come on.
There are monsters there, and well, we're just guards people. We're just warriors. We can't fight them.
We're just soldiers. We can't do anything.
We can't do anything about that.
Okay, if I remember
we're just loyal soldiers to the king who are sworn to protect him and his life and his duties. We can't go up there.
I think the run button increases the chance of random encounters. I can't remember if that's true or not.
The white serpent. Oh, it's gone.
Give me potions. Shit.
All right, serpent mold wind. Oh, it'll take you. Oh, there you go.
I probably should have went and bought Galoofa a fucking weapon because he's doing shit.
Was there a store somewhere?
There was a port area we could have got off. I think there might have been a town nearby. But it'll be fine. A tent.
I doubt it's if the monsters here are that level, it's probably not going to be that much harder.
They're about where we're supposed to be. This is a concentrated circle. You may rest safely in a tent or cottage or even save your game. So these are the save points.
Okay. And if you have an item, rest point as well.
Yeah. I just picked, it gave us a tent. And it's kind of like this is where you learn how to use it. It recovers all health.
Do you really need it?
Not right now, no.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold on to it.
Never use it. Save it forever.
Oh no, because you can buy tents and cottages. I use the shit
It's worthless then. Can I buy it? It's worthless.
A leather cap.
One of a kind. Keep it forever.
It's like elixirs. They're hard to come by.
Yeah.
Also, I think this was the era when they started making ethers hard to come by. Because something about making magic so strong that they had to put a cap on it somehow. Can't remember, but I think there might be another save point right before we get up to shit. Back attack. Oh. Critical hit. These are mold winds, I think they're called.
Yeah.
They're ugly looking.
Yeah. Like serpents, no arms. I think.
So,
with big old heads.
Yeah, we're in the back row, so we do less damage. He does, like, nothing. So the PS1 versions of these games have a... Holy shit! Well...
That's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate.
No, gotta kill him first.
Now, is he dead? Yeah.
Or does he have the 1 HP? No, he's dead.
I don't think I have...
You have nothing.
Anything for that.
You might have to return back and heal, but...
Let me see if the tent will bring him back. I don't know if it will.
Yeah.
I think I need a cottage for that.
Specifically.
If anything, I'll just reload the save. And there's little animations for it.
No, look at that.
We're hanging out,
and this
taking a nap.
Not exactly, it's not really a large room either. But you know what it is.
It did indeed bring him back to
life. On the overworld.
Sick.
There you go. Good.
Yeah, it's meant for the overworld. This in the cottage. The cottages are even funnier because they're like actual little houses.
Just, you know.
It's like Capsule Corp technology. You just pull out a little cottage. So that's the boss we have to fight. That's why they give us so many options to do whatever. That's too far back.
I'd say the mold one might be the better one right now. Because you know he can kill you.
Oh, yeah. I know I can kill that in one hit. I was trying to see if I can kill the serpent in one hit, too.
Alright, you good.
Da 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 da. I'm trying to make it fast.
Oh man.
But yeah,
I think go all of them they could at you. All the random encounters.
I think running really does increase the time frame on it.
Yeah, he does nothing.
Man.
Thankfully he's slow though, the white serpent, compared to you.
So on the PS1 versions of these games, there is a small little feature. They're considered the worst versions because with them being on disc, they take longer to load everything.
What this room?
I think there might be like an item on the floor or something. Or maybe I'm supposed to drop something. Not sure. Ooh, a broadsword. Giving that straight to Galoof.
Yeah, kinda needs it.
And he doesn't have any armor, I just realized that. That's probably how he died so quick.
Yeah, it's possible too.
There's a pseudo co-op mode. Play.
Yeah, neat.
In the PS1 versions of 5 and 6, you can slap in a second controller and assign whichever characters in the party to each controller. So you can give your friend half the party to control as they see fit.
That's kinda neat.
It's something that I don't think has ever come back, and it was only used for the PS1 versions.
Yeah.
And because the PS1 versions have terrible load times because being on disc, a lot of people don't know about that.
We can see how that works.
One of these days, we have made this plan years ago. We have not fallen through with it, but one of these days, Jake and I are gonna do a full playthrough of 5 and 6, whether recorded or not, in co-op, like entirely in co-op.
Just to try it out.
The crystal, it's shattered.
Wait, you even pick up the chunks, really?
So keep an eye on the fact that there's a bunch of grass growing there.
Yeah.
That has to do with the final boss of this game, which is, I don't think you've met him yet. X-Death.
What a name. Probably fucking browsers, I don't know, the guy online forums.
Well, slight spoilers for, those people that want to go into 5 blind. It's actually like some manifestation of Mother Nature.
Ah.
Courage, the essence of flame.
I mean, just get off the planet at this point. Let's just get out of here.
Yeah.
This planet hates us.
So this is basically telling us that, hey, you Ford came here not by coincidence. We are this game's actual warriors of light. Devotion, the essence of water.
I like the idea that it's only 3 crystals, so the last stage is like, there? Huh? Me? What am I?
What am I?
Eh?
What am I?
What?
You are dead weight.
Just like, nothing, just like the bird comes out, poops on you. Yeah!
Hope, the essence
I
of
must
earth.
be, I must be something really cool, right? Yeah?
Passion, the essence of wind. What? What's happening? Feels warm. Are these the crystal's essences? That's a fucking weird word. Lena.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, he's super dead. Father. Listen and listen well. You 4 are the chosen ones, the warriors of light, bearers of the 4 crystal essences. Father, what do you mean? The wind crystal has already shattered. The other 3 crystals are in danger as well. You 4 must protect them. An evil presence is awakening, one that wishes to return everything to darkness.
I feel like we could just, I don't know, had an alarm system for this kind of thing.
Probably could have.
Crystals, protector of the world.
We've got some pretty powerful mages. Father.
Yeah, I should just look into that.
Go forth,
we get a
light
gardener.
warriors.
Would work too.
Save the crystals. I think that one might have been a text thing. Because Light Warriors hits the ear weird. I'm sure they wanted to do Warriors of Light, but I think that might have been like to save time and
limited
space. Yeah. Wait.
For everything, they have to have
Father.
the speaker say what it is.
And the GBA already had to compress a lot of shit. So these are our jobs. What are these? Guess they're pieces of the crystal. So this is when you first get your job system activated, and as you go to the other crystals, you get more. Stored within the power of warriors of legend. Knight, monk, blue mage, thief, black mage, white mage.
So now you can reclass whenever you want, kind of thing?
Anytime over the overworld, yep.
Okay.
Or at a safe spot. The crystal, it's lending us its power. For now, let's get out of here. Father. Lena. There should be a warp panel at the outside behind the altar. So it's a So unlike Final Fantasy 1 through 4, where you had to walk your ass out of every dungeon unless there was a reason for not doing it and the story brought you out, these are behind every single crystal.
No, it just lets you go out.
So it just puts you back at the front.
Man, really, really convenient that I was there to get in.
One-way ticket out.
I feel like these mages could have just made something, let you in that way.
Could have just, just had us walk in.
Nice. Worked out pretty well.
Hi, Boko. Would you like an explanation of using crystal fragments and the job ability system? For the sake of this video, no. Whenever me and Jake decide to do something, if we decide to record it, we'll do that.
I'll leave it to you then. Don't complain to me, Boko, like they always do.
But played for 37 minutes. I think that's a pretty decent time frame to get into the game because you get your characters. This is your party for the whole game.
Yeah.
You start with your job class.
These 4?
You can change it anytime. Yeah, these 4.
Okay. But I mean with the job system, so it doesn't really matter who they are.
So, you're a freelancer. You're unspecified. You don't have anything special. You can equip any armor or weapon. But
is there any boon to being a freelancer?
The ability to use anything on the fly. But you're not great at anything either.
But you don't get any skills leveling up or whatever.
Nope.
Okay.
But if I do Knight, we haven't learned any abilities yet. So how this works is you get your job command, which is based on the character, the class, and then you get an ability. You get abilities from leveling up each job.
Okay. So I assume the idea is just class has each job has its own set of abilities, but there's the unique job ability, which you can't change.
If you're a freelancer, you can use one ability from each job, so you get 2 commands instead of the one specific for the job. That's really the only benefit of being a freelancer.
Yeah, but you can't level it up. Looks like it.
But you can't level up any of the jobs unless you turn into one.
Yeah. So you basically get all the abilities you want, or the good ones, and then you get the job class that you want for the ability of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they started this system with 3, with Final Fantasy 3. But it's much more in depth here.
Okay.
It's much more in depth here.
I would say, do they start advancing from this system later?
Yes. Well, kinda. This is actually the last time you see the job system in this format. Because with Final Fantasy VI, they go back to the way 4 was, where everyone has a pre-designated job. Final Fantasy VII, as you've seen in the remake, has the materia system, which lets you make your custom job. When we get to 8, it has its own fuck of a mess function called the junction system. And then Final Fantasy 9 goes back to 4 and 6 as predetermined job classes. But this is Final Fantasy V.
Alright.
It is really good. Me personally, I don't think the story is as strong as the next one we'll look at today, 6.
Okay.
But it's got a lot of good stuff in it. It's the first time Gilgamesh shows up. It's the first time the job system was fully utilized. You don't see it again until Tactics. And Tactics, though the job system is great in that, functions differently as well. And this and 6 are the only games that are not available anywhere outside of the iOS, Android, or fucking Steam stores.
Is this the only one that got the remake for? This is the only time it's got one?
It got so it got these got 4, 5, and 6 were put on the Game Boy Advance. Then the DS came out and they localized 3. And then they saw how well 3 was received, so they used the same engine and made 4. And then the PSP was out and doing gangbusters, and that was around the anniversary for 1 and 2. So they released 1 and 2. Those were the versions we looked at. And that was back in, I think 2007, 2008. And then it wasn't until 2013 they decided to do an updated version for 5 and 6, and they were iOS and Android ports, and they are shit. The art does not look good. There was a lot of bugs in the early builds of them. And the only time they got moved anywhere was when they took all of the mobile versions of these games and put them on Steam. And that's it.
One right now.
Yeah. Until this Pixel remaster they announced. 1, 2, and 3 are up. 4, 5, and 6 are supposed to come later this year. So maybe we'll take another look at them when those come out, because I'm going to buy them to show Square that these games need to be put elsewhere, and remaking them is worth the money. But this is Final Fantasy V. It's fun. I hope to revisit this with Jake later, because I know this is his favorite, and he'd have way more to talk about.
So this is the not this one, but the PS 1, 2 has the co-op?
Yeah. PS1 has the co-op.
Right.
Because when Square moved to the PS1 and made Final Fantasy VII, they saw there was a lot of new Final Fantasy fans, but they didn't have the ability to play the originals. And what was it? America got fucked over, in which we got Final Fantasy 1, did amazing. And then Super Nintendo came out, and we got Final Fantasy 4, but we redubbed it 2. And then Final Fantasy 6 came out, and we got that one, and they redubbed it 3. So Square saw an opportunity to re-release these games on the PS1 for the new fans that want to play with, what is it? Final Fantasy Origins, which is 1 and 2. Final Fantasy Chronicles, which is Chrono Trigger and 4. And then Final Fantasy Anthology, which is 5 and 6. I have Chronicles and Anthology. I don't have Origins.